everybody, and welcome to another episode of XGR in the morning. I am Anastasia Laserbeam, and with me is Chris, aka The Mole, and the stay-at-home dad gamer, or Sado the Clown. No, I just like that so much, I want to use it. Alright, so for our discussion topic today, we're going to talk about E3 and what we want to see there. But like always, we'll start off with the news. Anyone who want to do the news first?
I'll go first. My mini news.
Alright.
BioWare's iconic romances are evolving yet again for Dragon Age Inquisition. It seems allowing for different kinds of love between characters is about to happen. This time, a rival may become your hate-filled, forbidden love. Or you may find yourself smooching a friend you joked around with. That's right, they got rid of the friend zone. BioWare mentioned at PAX, as reported by an attendee, Lady Insanity, or however you pronounce it. The only report I can find, there's also more traditional romance routes of falling effectively in love as well. Don't worry about that, I'm not going to make you do that. Confirmed as love interests as well were Cullen, the Templar who's appeared in every Dragon Age game, and there's also Cassandra, the Seeker who interrogated Varric throughout Dragon Age 2.
Is Cullen a playable character?
I assume he's one of your party.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, I assume he's one of your party, as you can fall in love with him. So, yeah. What does everyone think about that?
I think that's cool. Because it kind of reminds me of my second time I played Dragon Age when I was just a massive whore and just romanced everybody. This time I can.
It's only on Dragon Age you're a massive whore.
Everyone, because now I can have my entire, everybody harem.
Yep. I will say I did enjoy the idea behind the hate-filled romances and stuff. 'Cause I'll be honest, as people know, I love stuff like Buffy, the Vampire Diaries and shit, and I always love stuff like Spuffy or Elena, Spike and Buffy, or Damon and Elena, for those of you who are wondering. They're people who, they don't suit each other, they hate each other so much, and yet they work, and they start to fall in love, and have real feelings, and it makes the character get redeemed and shit. I always love that. So it's cool that you could possibly do a type of romance like that, which is kind of cool.
Does this mean they're justifying now all the Fender's nonsense?
I'll just say, sure, why not?
It's like Anders and Fenris. I'm just saying, if they're going by rivals and stuff, or I don't know. I never saw anything between Morgan and Alistair other than sadness and tears.
Just because you can romance them in this game with your character doesn't mean they were romancing in the other games. It means the romance in this game is the one that happens-ish.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of cool, and I love the fact with Dragon Age they've mentioned they're going to look at important characters from Dragon Age 2, and the Dragon Age novel.
Oh, there's a novel?
Yes.
What's it called?
A book.
Dragon Age,
the novel. Yeah. Dragon Age, the game.
No, Dragon Age. I just want to be called Dragon Age. The novel. The title.
To be fair, it should be good. I mean, the novels are always better. Novels are always better than the movie versions. I'll be honest, I personally could not stop laughing when I read Jackass the novel.
What?
In the shopping cart, you say.
There's a novel of Jackass. Okay, then.
No, there's not. No, there's not. I was
about to say, that would be the most interesting thing.
No. Describes what the characters are doing. Over to one of you guys.
Alright, I'll go first, or second.
And remember your mini news.
Alright, which one would be considered my mini news? I guess this one could be mini news. Okay. Sweden is promoting democracy in their video games, and it's called Demo Creativity. From what the screenshots they give, it's like Adventure Time with Adventure Time kind of style, like animation, it looks like, or something similar. And instead of fighting, the characters use democracy to work out their problems through collaboration, organization, and agreeing or trying to find a way to agree with each other and work out a plan. And I'm like, wow, that's interesting. Hope that works. Like, I know we could fight with these awesome swords and robots, but let's talk about our feelings instead. How do you feel about this? No. But, like, I hope it's, like, totally cool. It looks like really weird, like, animation and stuff, so it's pretty cool. Like, it shows, like, this, like, meatball/amoeba dude, and then this, like, tree with a nose, but its mouth is, like, on the side of its face, like, where your cheek would normally be. And, like, I don't know, it's a bunch of weird stuff. So, but, like, let's just see how it goes. I don't know if it'll help bring a democracy, but it could be interesting in the sense of working out your problems without swords. I don't know. We'll see how popular that gets. So there you go. There's that.
Hey, cool.
Okay. For my mini news, on the GameStop website, at one point they had a listing for Tales of Hearts on the Vita, which was previously a PSP-only game, so this would be the Vita port of it, which would be really cool, because that's one of the Tales games that we have not gotten outside of Japan. And it is rumored to be a GameStop exclusive, similar to the recent One Piece game that came out on 3DS. So that's pretty cool, and apparently the page actually did list it as an exclusive, but the page was taken down. So hopefully, I don't know, maybe around E3, but hopefully earlier, Bamco will officially announce it so the page can go back up. And hoping it's true, because that would be awesome.
I am all for more Tales games.
Yep. I don't remember which characters were in that.
Except for Tales of the Abyss. Oh my god, that guy was a little bitch. He was just, like, tight as...
That's like the
I
point
know,
of
but, like... I know, but he was just tight as all over again. I'm like, no, not again. You don't get to do that again.
I know, you should totally give me that game so I can play it.
I should. Why do I just do that? And, like, yeah. I will gladly give it to get rid of it. unless I
I would
didn't
gladly take it.
Hashtag Games for Rick. Now Trevor.
Because he's such a little bitch.
I think she means the character, not me. Well,
oh, no, yeah, not you. The character.
I could hear him thinking it.
I wasn't going to say a word. Does that sound like something I'd say?
Yes.
Sounds like something you wouldn't say.
Offended. With the truth.
I was just going to say, I'm going to put on my sunglasses.
For my
Deal. Alright,
so, bigger news now.
Hey! And back to me, isn't it?
Yeah. Roly poly moly oly.
That spaceship that launched when you won a game of Civilization 5 with the science victory is not just an ending, it's a beginning.
Mind blown.
Civilization Beyond Earth. Yeah, Civilization Beyond Earth, coming out 2014. It'll pick up the story and put us in charge of the effort to colonize a new alien world full of life and build a new unwritten future for humanity. If you played 1999's best 4-time strategy game, Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri, never heard of it, that will sound familiar. I like his games, I just hadn't heard of that one. Fun fact, Alpha Centauri wasn't called Civilization because Firaxis and publisher EA did not own the rights to the name. Firaxis regained the rights to Civilization when it was bought by 2K, but the rights to the Alpha Centauri remain at EA. But David McDowell, awesome fucking name, McDowell, Beyond Earth's co-leader designer, says this isn't a retread of that classic. This game is not an Alpha Centauri. I must be pronouncing this wrong. Centauri.
It's Centauri. Alpha Centauri.
Yeah, it's not a sequel. This game is not an Alpha, whatever the hell, sequel or prequel. It's its own idea. It's its own experience, based on the idea of the future of mankind on an alien world. Through its built-up, hex-based engine and structure of Civilization 5, Beyond Earth is not an expansion pack. It is not an expansion pack. I want to clear that up with the listeners. It's a full-fledged game that's designed to be familiar to fans, but also make fundamental changes to the way you play and win.
But what if I had the religious puritist ending, where their technology was very simple and minimal and just worshipped a fake deity all the time? Do I not get to play the game now?
Is that really one of the endings?
I don't know. That's the worst ending I'd ever choose, ever. I always had the fun ending.
You'd still be able to play the game, it's just this would be in the future. Doesn't matter, because no Civilization games are really in continuity. It's just kind of cool that this one kind of is. Though, like I said, it's built on that. The biggest, McDowell believes, is the switch from the traditional linear tech tree that drives other Civilization games forward through an established history to a more open-ended tech web system. Options like advanced AI and cybernetics or genetic manipulation that allow you to meld humans and alien DNA because of the non-linear choices you and your competitors will make based on your needs and overall strategy, and the international lack of technology trading. No faction will be able to unlock all the technologies in a single playthrough. By the end of the game, each faction should look and function very differently. And the last bit is furthering the differences that will develop between future humanity factions are several philosophical affinities as well. There's supremacy, there's wealth, there's purity, and there's harmony. They'll also allow you to determine how humanity evolved on this new world and unlock affinity-exclusive units, while other competing colonies might go in another direction entirely, which is pretty cool. And since this computer I'm on right now can play Civilization 5, I may get Beyond Earth, and if I do, I will go Supremacy. I will obliterate all those people. Oh, you want harmony and peace? Oh, cool. Let's see how your little flowers and hippie dances protect you from a fucking nuke.
I kind of want to play you in Civilization, but I think you might destroy me, so, like, yeah.
What's that? You're caring about education and libraries? Oh, tell me, how is your book going to stop you from a Death Star?
Oh my god, you're a fucking Death Star.
What's in space? But that was the end of Civilization. That was the end of my little big news. Well, my big news of Civilization Beyond Earth. Your thoughts?
It sounds awesome. Because those are my favorite endings, because I made my super, like, educated technology people. That's like how I always played, Civ. Yeah. Although, like, I don't know, it just always took so long for all the other countries to load. I don't know if that's my computer or just the game does that. It's like, hurry up, Japan, Scotland, god damn it, make a fucking decision. So is you too. No offense, people in Japan or Scotland.
Racist.
It's not you personally, it's just that they're not being properly represented.
It's not you personally, it's just your ideals, fundamentals, and everything you stand for. Yeah. So nothing personal.
Yeah, nothing personal at all. You're everything, all your hopes and dreams.
Yes. And how about you, Rick? And ironically, this sounds close to that game we were talking about when we were off the air, which obviously I'm saying that because the people wouldn't be able to know what we've listened to, what we talked about off the air. When I mentioned that old game where you used to be able to trade slaves and do a whole bunch of shit in space, it sounds very similar to that, which gets me a little hyped up.
It does sound pretty similar.
Space slave trade? What is this, Firefly or something?
I can't remember what the name of that game was.
This was before Firefly. This was like one of the first ever computer games.
Yeah. Oh, what was it called?
I can't remember. We'll have to look that up later, but...
Yeah.
Damn you, Jim, for not being here with your Wikipedia.
The one time we needed him.
Your Wikipedia and your fingers have never pleasured a woman. But yeah. But to you, Stacey, for your big news, speaking of...
Alright, my big news is that 5 3DS games that are, like, awesome will be on sale. Or discounted, sorry. And they'll be only $29.99 as opposed to, like, the $40 that they're normally going for. It is Mario Kart 7, Super Mario 3D Land, New Super Mario Bros. 2, that's the one with all the money, Animal Crossing and Donkey Kong Country Returns. Those are going to be like super cheap now, so any ones you don't have to pick up. I pretty much have all those, so I pay overpaid, so. But the people who didn't, they actually get it cheaper, so yay!
Yay. I was saying boo earns.
Well, those are fun games, so I'm glad I paid them at full price so they can get the money.
There you go.
Like, I yell at my sister for downloading all her games all the time.
If I was going to yell at your sister, she's not slapping you.
At least I made her pay for Skyrim now. She kept using the downloaded version, but now I made her buy the real one on Steam.
I'm just going to say pot kettle.
Fine, whatever.
Pot kettle, but what's your big news, Ricky?
Okay, mine is, surprise, surprise, yet another Vita-related one. But Sony earlier this week announced Freedom Wars for the Vita, which is seems like it's gonna take aim at the void, if you will, left by Monster Hunter when it went over to Nintendo systems. But it features co-op combat with up to 8 players versus giant, crazy-looking monsters. Although these look way taller than Monster Hunter monsters, and it actually seemed the combat at least kind of looks more like Phantasy Star Online. So it looked pretty cool. It was pretty fast-paced. 8 players would be crazy, and you play as a prisoner who is working off your million-year sentence by, I assume, just killing lots of stuff.
I have to ask, when you say they seem bigger, just out of comparison, where are they between? Are they in between, like, say, the monsters from Monster Hunter, which are fucking huge, and the ones from that Evolve that are like the size of a skyscraper? Are they like in the middle, or are they similar to the upper one?
It looks like they're a lot taller, so they're not necessarily wider than the other ones, but it looked like they would maybe be like 3, because there's buildings in the background. They look like they're about maybe 3 or 4 stories tall. Like, they look really tall.
Oh, that is pretty cool.
And it also decided to throw in some other stuff, like there's PvP. I don't know why you put that in, but whatever. It actually looks really cool, and I believe it's pre-orderable. At least it showed up for pre-order, I think, on Amazon for $30. So it's kind of cool that it's not going to be a $40 game. But
pre-orderable word.
It is now.
You coined
I said it. If you understood what I said, pow! Now it's a word.
Coined and minted. That game
we can negotiate. But,
yeah, we can negotiate.
Yeah.
No, we can't use that word.
That game does sound pretty cool. I will say, the name itself made me giggle more than it should have. Freedom Wars. It's like the title is an oxymoron.
Well, I thought it was going to be like some free-to-play game. So I was like, Freedom Wars, what's that? And then I heard people talking about it, and then I looked at it, and I was like, oh, yeah, that does look awesome. Like, I don't know, I just thought it sounded like some free-to-play, like, oh, every 8 hours you can fight one battle or something. I was like, I don't know.
Oh, you want to kill this monster? You're going to need this sword. $20.
Yeah. Do you want to upgrade that? That's going to cost you $4.99. And you have to grind. Wait, what?
And when you
the worst of everything.
And when you say grind, do you mean MMO grinding, or do you mean like on a skateboard across a rail? Because I would pay that.
You could do that on a skateboard, and you had to do that over and over and over to get skill points. You'd be grinding while grinding, and I'd be okay with that.
Blowing my mind, man.
But no, that does look cool. When did you say that was out?
Let me see here if it says. I think they just said this year. Yeah, just this year. They haven't set a date yet.
Very cool.
But that was my big news.
Ah, so you did that big because of the size of the monsters. Huh?
Alright, so now we'll go on to catch up the games that we played this week.
I will say...
Who wants to go first?
I will say both of mine seem to be both mine are downloadable games this week.
Okay.
And we don't need to keep saying this, but since Geeky Girl seems to say this every week, why not? I played a lot of games this week, but I'm just going to narrow it down to 2. We've played The Wolf Among Us episode. I played The Wolf Among Us episode 3 of Crooked Mile. Loved that game, and I don't want to give too many spoilers, so I'm not going to. But I'm going to say it played great. The twists that happen within story mode and some of the other stuff are just great. The voice acting's good. Everything about that game just completely ass works. And the choices you make are brilliant choices. And yes, that is me also slightly taking a dig at The Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 2, in which you got to choose on that this week, Rick. Mm-hmm. Who'd you go with? The guy you've known for like 6 episodes and loved and cared for? Or the people from the previous episode you've only known from 1 episode? You spent most of that episode locking you in a shed, leaving you to die and threatening to kill you. And that's their tough choice. It's so emotional. But this one's actual choices, which is brilliant. And I will say they also threw in some jokes in there as well, which is fucking hilarious. But they're jokes where it's sort of, you know, like the brick joke where something drops and you're like, okay. And it doesn't actually seem that funny until later on when something else hits. And it's only there if you've explored. Like, there's like one of them, for example, which I loved, which is a slight spoiler, but it's not really, you know what I mean? Because it goes by the finding the little tiny, little hidden hint, which isn't actually part of the story. You find out that Cinderella is vacationing in Europe with Prince Charming, where she now lives with Prince Charming. Nice ending, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Later on, when you're speaking to Snow White, you find out one of the reasons she's a little angry and bitter is because her husband, Prince Charming, ran off with some floozy or some maid over to Europe. And I'm like, that's fucking genius. It's the same Prince Charming. The second I hit, I had to pause the game because I just couldn't stop laughing. I was like, oh my god, that's genius. That's genius. I love it. But the second game I played this week is Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, which came out today. I've only played it for a couple of hours, but I played it for more than 1 hour, so it's probably game of the century, but I shouldn't make that joke. I only played it for a couple of hours, game of the year. But no, it's pretty cool. The camera's a little shit. I will admit, the camera's a little shit. It's worth the price, however. It plays fluently, everything works. I've experienced no glitches yet on the PS3 version. Mm-hmm. It's got a load of extras, a load of concept art. It's even got a second game in it where once you beat a level, you get to replay it in a side-scrolling, like Turtles in Time style level.
Oh.
It's just pretty cool. You go to to access that, you go to Donnie's arcade one. And I love the fact it's set in the Nickelodeon one. The voices are different, the models are different, and everything about it looks different because it's designed for the older fan. So that they, ironically, look closer to what we've seen from the recent Ninja Turtles movie that's coming out, the live action one. They look a little closer to that, which is okay because they're like a cross between that and like the comics. So I approve. There's meant to be a filter in the game which I haven't unlocked yet. A friend of mine mentioned it, or I haven't seen it yet. A friend of mine mentioned it to us where there's a filter in the game but when you turn it on, makes the game black and white so it looks like the comics. I'm like, fuck yeah! When I get that, that's staying on. And I love it. I've already upgraded, like, you can upgrade weapons too, which is cool, because I know, like, Rick and Stacey like RPGs. You get an RPG style tree for each character. You can level up their stats, but you also get weapon points. You can level up weapons. Like, when you level up, say, like Leonardo's, he gets the ability to take his 2 swords, join them together, and make a sword staff. And nice. Raphael, which is the one I actually leveled up, because obviously he's my favourite, is he gets iron fists where he goes whooshum and puts on these like fucking metal gauntlets, so when he's up close and doing his punching, it's fucking deadly. It's brilliant. I love that game. It's worth checking out today. $15 for you Americans and £12 for any of you in the UK. Over to one of you guys.
Alright. I have been playing the Lego game, so it's been friggin' awesome. It's a fairly short game, like story-wise, we play it straight through, but like I have to collect like everything and I want to collect everything, So I spent like a ridiculous amount of hours doing that. And then there's this one room. There's like a place or thing you can unlock which pretty much gives you unlimited money, but it's not like a cheat or anything because you pretty much just go to the room that you get at the end of the game, which is basically just called the room of unlimited money. Because you just go around and collect all the money. And then when you unlock like red bricks and you get like multipliers, so it's like, okay, like times 18 or times like 36 or something, then you go to that room, it's like, oh my god, you know? Then you get that much more, and you know. I just love that they put that in there. So I don't have to, like, grind for money. I mean, it still takes, like, you, like, 15, 20 minutes to get it all. But, like, I don't know. I just don't have to go to, like, 8 different worlds and have, like, a million loading points to get it. So that's cool. It's friggin' awesome. Everything is awesome.
That's kind of cool. Although, to be fair, you didn't really have to grind on the previous Lego games. Because all you had to do is save up your money, buy the red bricks, turn them on. And once you turned them on, you could turn on times 2, times 4, times 6, times 8, which timed by a number I can't even imagine. And like, once you give you like a fucking million or some shit. It's like, yeah, that.
See, here you had to like buy the red bricks, but the red bricks were like crazy expensive. It was like 2 or 4 million or something like that. And normally I'd only have like a few 100,000. So it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you just have to, like, really buy next to nothing and just save.
Yeah, you have to buy, like, nothing at all, or just wait until the end of the game, like I did, and then go to the Room of Ultimate Money, like, 2 times, and you'll, like, get it there. But, okay, also, I've been playing, Rick is gonna be pissed at me, but I've been playing Bravely Default, and it is so awesome. Oh my god, I don't want to spoil it for you, so let's just say, like, I never played, like, a Final Fantasy game on the 3DS or, like, a handheld one, so I thought they're all gonna be shit. I don't know why I thought that, because I just thought, okay, well, I'd play something on there that I could play on the console and it'd be better. So I've never played any of them, but I'm, like, really, really engaged now, and I really, really love it. I like the class systems and stuff. Like, I just got this stupid BS merchant class where I can throw money at people like an asshole if I wanted to. You know, it does, like... Point pass. Yeah, pretty much. Like, if I had to throw, like, 300 gil, it would do, like, 300 damage or whatever. So if I had, like, a shit ton of money, I could do, like, a crap ton of damage, like, really easy if I was super rich. I'm not, so, that's not gonna happen. If I was, the only thing I'd say I don't like particularly is that I can't maintain 2 mages. Because, ethers to restore your mana or whatever are really far and, like, few between. I have to, like, go to an inn to, like, get my mana, like, a lot of times. Because you can't buy ethers, and you have to find them in chests, which are, like, I found 1 so far, and I've been playing for, like, 4 hours. So, like, I had to change my black mage to a thief, who does, like, equal mana damage, except without mana now, because I couldn't afford to keep another mage, because a mage only for the healer, that's it. They can't, like, give anybody else magic, because they'll just run out, and then they'll be, like, useless. So that was the only, like, annoying thing. But my thief was, like, friggin' awesome now, and I just steal more stuff, so I just stole a friggin' weapon, which I didn't know you could steal, but yeah. That was cool. It's been really awesome. Oh, and I hate the villains. The villains are really good, like, they're really good, made for me to hate them. Like, a lot. So it's just been really fun and awesome.
Cool.
Yeah. Another one thing is that how there's, like, an auto in Tales of Vesperia where it's kind of like an AI kind of thing. The auto here is, it'll just do whatever moves you did last time. So if I just came from a boss battle and I had, like, 2 people designated as healer where I normally wouldn't have, if I go to a regular battle now, it'll make those people still heal even though they're already healed. And, like, you know, just do whatever I did last time, which is kind of annoying sometimes. Because let's just say last time I healed somebody with poison or whatever. This time, even though they're not poisoned, they'll still heal them with poison because that's what I did last time on the auto. So you gotta be really careful with the auto.
Wait, a video game with AI? Please tell me you completely imagined this.
Well,
I don't think that's a thing. I don't think a video game has AI.
It's not a thing here. I'll tell you that, because I can't tell you how many times I wasted all this mana freaking healing myself of poison when I didn't have poison. All my characters ended up not attacking for like the longest time because I didn't have them. It was on auto, and whatever I did last time, or the last move I did, I guess.
Yeah, which means it's AR.
Yeah.
Artificial retardants.
Pretty much, because I had only one character attacking, and I'm like, this is like a stupid friggin' guy. I could kill him in 2 seconds. Why is it taking me like 10 minutes to kill him? And why is one person dead? Like, what the hell?
I will say had the same. I was talking to you before this came out. I had a little bit of the same thing with that Turtles game where, like, the Mousers, when you're against the Mouser robot, it takes me 2 hits. I'm looking over the other side of the room and I'm taking out a whole fucking wave of bad guys. Behind me, the other turtles are just like, beat all 3 of them beating on this one Mouser who wipes them out. I'm like, how? How did this happen?
It's like my stupid healer keeps trying to heal him with poison, but he's dead now. Don't bother trying to revive him. Keep trying to heal him with poison, even though he's dead now and he never had poison. You know, it's like, okay. But other than that, it's awesome.
That does sound pretty cool.
Yeah. And the voice acting is great.
I will admit the title of it, though, always, to me, sounds like a placeholder, because it's got the word default, and I'm like, okay, so what's it actually going to be?
Yeah, that title is silly.
Okay, so next up, Victor, right? You're gonna say the games you played?
That is me.
Yep, for all things Dance Dance Revolution.
I want to see you play
Third
Dance
and fourth next.
He's on freaking extreme, you know, or extra
no,
hard.
I didn't do that double panel stuff with the no hands and the working routine. No, I didn't do that.
And you have to go backwards and do like flips or whatever.
Yeah, I've seen people do it. Yeah, no, I can't do that. Or where they start by vaulting over the back. Anyway,
I've seen people at this con freaking go backwards and they're not even looking at the screen because they like memorize like all the moves of the whole freaking dance. I'm like, really?
No,
really?
What do you think Victor uses it for? He's like to his kids, oh, the other one insulted you? Yeah, here you go, Dance Dance Revolution. Make them served. But no, over to what Victor's played.
Yeah.
Okay. First one I played this week was Castle of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse, which is free on the US PlayStation Plus. And it's a pretty decent game. It's a platformer. It's the remake of the old Genesis or Mega Drive game, I believe, which is also included for the PlayStation Plus download, which is funny because it was supposed to be an exclusive to like the people that pre-ordered it, the digital one or something. So I don't know. It's just kind of funny that they're like, yeah, sure, throw that in there. We'll just piss those people off. But game is pretty short. I pretty much beat it in 2 hours. I mean, I didn't get all the trophies and the collectibles. I haven't done that stuff. I don't know how many collectibles I'm going to go for, but just the core game is pretty short. But it's still fun. It was definitely worth the price of free.
Worth the price of free.
Yeah, so if anyone has US PlayStation Plus, I would recommend at least trying it out. It's, you could easily finish it off in a day or something, so it's not going to take too much of a toll on you.
Well, I'll say I did love that game. I'm not sure how much of it I completed. I remember I was one of those who kept trying to find all the collectibles to unlock all the little hidden, like, artwork. I think it was artwork and shit, and I was like...
Yeah, you get artwork and costumes.
Yeah, and I love costumes in games. I don't know why, I just kind of like them. But I thought it was kind of cool, because I played the original Mega Drive one, so that was awesome. It's not as good as DuckTales Remastered, which is a shame, because I bought both of them when they came out. But I did love what they did with the Mickey Mouse one. It's fucking awesome.
DuckTales, woo!
The second game I played was the Vita version of Conception 2. People might remember
tell
that
me you make babies, and you can
you
see
do.
them.
You make lots of babies.
Yeah.
So I have an unfair advantage. Anyway, but I played the demo. Yeah. I played the demo of both of them. I like the Vita one. At least the demo was far better than the Vita one. So I have the Vita one now, and that game is really fun. It's not quite as suggestive as it would sound. Because, yeah, basically you play as this guy, and you get up to 7 girls by the early chapters in the game. Like, you don't get them all at once. You get like 4, and then you get the next ones, 1 per chapter. But you get up to 7 girls, and then you basically make little star children with them, which you take into the dungeons. And 3 children make up 1 unit because they're not real people. No, but it's.
Hold on. So basically, you just have like these. You basically just find some random bitch and like impregnate her. She pops out 4 babies, and like then you put the children in a dungeon. And be like, hey, make some babies, make some star babies, and you put them in there. And like, I'm just imagining some kind of dungeon porn now, or you have like your children that you made. You put them in a dungeon. Tell them you do it 2 girls anyway. You tell 2 girls in a dungeon to tell them make more babies. Let's see how that one works.
And babies don't make babies. That's silly.
And any of the babies star things that are retarded have to go and live under a rock next to a pineapple.
How do these 2 girls reproduce and make star babies? Is that what happens when lesbians make babies? They make star babies?
Yes, I don't know. But no, you don't just find random girls. They go in with you, basically, because they're little children, so they don't want to go anywhere without daddy and mommy. So you have to go in there with them. However, you can you can make them independent, where you just like let them loose in the city. You're like, here, you just tell them like, here, go make this city better, and then they're like, thanks, daddy, and wander off. And I'm like, man, I wish real kids were like that. I mean, these ones, if you have 3 of them, they can form a robot. And I'm like, that's awesome. And when you want to, you can just send them out in the city and you'll never see them again. I'm like, that's even more awesome.
Oh, God. Victor's children are going to be grounded for not making a robot, aren't they?
Yes.
Although you only have 2 of them. You said
I know, I got to go find another one.
Exactly. You need to... That's what you need to say to your wife when she comes home. You need to be like laying on the bed. Hey, will I do this? Why? Robot.
Yeah. We need 3 for a robot. She'd just stare at me and be like, no. Be like, that's fine. I got 6 others. 6 other girls. It's okay.
So where do they find these men to, like, make babies? Because I imagine it requires, 2 people.
It does. Well, you play as the one character who, as per the plot, you can always make a star child. Apparently, the other men around aren't as manly, so there's a % chance that they will make one. But yours is 100% because I guess you're so super manly. I don't know. You
have the best sparkly star semen ever.
That must be it.
Yeah, but so you just have sex with all these children and
no, not with the kids.
Victor doesn't have semen, he has a fleet.
Okay, so
how bad is that fun?
I'm just imagining you abduct all these girls, and then like on Game of Thrones, where they kept waiting for the princess or whatever to be physically ready to make babies. Okay, now she's ready to make babies. Let's do this. Like, because on Game of Thrones, like they tried to hide her bed sheets or whatever, so she wouldn't have to have sex with Joffrey. I mean, I'm assuming she will in the later episodes or whatever, but, like, that's how I'm imagining it is here. All the girls try to, like, make themselves look as young as possible so they won't have their babies, but eventually when the time's right, you just go in there and be like, nope, I saw those bed sheets. It's baby making time, like, and, like, just go in there.
You do what you do in real life. In real life, you basically emulate something off the wrestling. You find a woman, you stare at her dramatically, and then you point to the hospital sign, and then look back at her, and she's like, yeah, challenge accepted.
So you're just using the daughters to make robots. So you just find random women to hook up with to make more babies that are turned into robots.
They're not random, but yeah. Well, what's weird is that I didn't actually use the robot function for a long time because I didn't really need to. And then at one point I was like, I really want to see this because why haven't I turned the kids into robots? That should be the first thing I did in this game.
So random, you say not random, I'm imagining, like, do you meet them at a bar or something, or, like,
No, they're all they all go to the same school as you do.
Oh, so you're in high school people.
Yeah.
So you're fathering, like, 1 million children as a teenager.
Yep, because basically, okay, if you really want to know the plot that you don't care about, it's because when people turn, I think it's 18 or something, they lose their magical powers. So basically, if a brand appears on you, you have like magical powers until you're 18. So it appears on you. So you basically have really strong magic for like 3 years and then you're done.
It sounds like something from the South Park Super Adventure Club came up with. Because they have sex with children, they'll live forever. Yeah. So they get as many children as possible. I'm intrigued now. Color me intrigued.
Well, there's a 3DS version if you want to play that.
Not that I'm interested in having sex with children, but I am interested in immortality and making robots.
There you go. Well, there might be ways to... Never mind. You'll find out if you play.
Okay.
You might not always need a girl, I'll say it that way.
Yeah, because two guys could make a moon child, right? If it's a star child for lesbians, it'd be a moon one for, like, gays, or I don't know. Oh, yeah,
and Mole will like this. One of the children I made was one of the higher classes, and it was like, it's a gambler, and it's very flamboyant looking. So the random name that it came up with was Simon, and I'm like, I'm gonna keep that. So I have a very flamboyant Simon on my team.
Flamboyant Simon, nice.
Oh, it's amazing. Please tell me that he had two, he was created by two lesbians.
Nobody has pink hair, I believe.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good too.
But yeah, that's what I played this weekend.
I will say, Geeky Girl, whenever Victor was talking about kids and stuff, you mentioned lesbians an awful lot. Is there anything you want to say? Did you indeed out yourself?
Oh, no, not at all. I just like the power of womanhood, being able to create life without a man, so then you won't exist anymore if that's possible.
Of course, will still exist. You need someone to open jars.
Yeah, and move your furniture.
I can move furniture just fine. I just can't open jars.
But do you?
Do I what?
Women can move furniture, but they don't like to. That's
yeah.
Well, I'd rather be on the furniture while it's being...
We moved the furniture, we cooked the meat, and we also opened jars. And also, if there was no men in the world, there would be no sports, and the economy would suffer.
The economy's already suffering, and I don't like sports, so I think it would be exhausting.
The economy would suffer a lot more, because I guarantee you sports makes a shit ton of money, or they couldn't keep affording to pay their athletes thousands of dollars to run back and forth across the pitch catching a ball.
Well, that's good. Good for no athletes. I don't know. I don't like sports, so you're arguing with the wrong person here. But anyway, this leads us to go into our discussion topic, which is what we expect from E3. Like, what we expect, like, all the companies and people that are going to bring out cool shit, what we want from them.
Yep. And we're going to go through each one, just list something, or most of them, because I reckon we're probably going to mention every studio.
Yeah. So, who wants to go first?
Well, you're the host, shouldn't you be telling us which one?
Oh, okay. Well, I had one...
No, I mean, like, saying the company.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, I had one for Bethesda, so you could start off with that.
Cool.
So, you probably already know what I want, so...
Diablo 4.
No. Although, that probably... Isn't there already, like, a Diablo 3 plus 1 that's, like, the new Diablo 3?
I was kidding, it's Bethesda's not a Diablo.
Oh, I didn't know
I love
that.
the fact you believed it was.
I don't know who makes that. I'm sorry.
I noticed.
Playing. Does Rick have one of those, like, single man tiers? Not to be stereotyping with the single Indian tier that emerges whenever you litter.
Okay,
Peter Jackson is filming me, that's how.
Yeah.
Alright, well, what I want Fallout 4, or maybe just like a trailer or something. Or just a hint that they're making it, or like for reals, not just tease me, like.
For reals.
For reals, for really reals. Like saying Fallout 4, yup, it's for reals, for really real. I want that to say like in the trailer. For really real. For reals. And then the reals has a Z at the end. You know? 'Cause it's cool. So that would be really awesome. I would very, very much like that. Maybe if it could take place in, like, I don't know, another country or something, or maybe, like, I don't know, another time period, or, I don't know, in Canada, I don't know, something.
It needs to be Fallout London, set on the backdrop of the Black Plague. So that's why you're underground.
Wait, does that mean the Wii U one? You saying like that? Except that was the zombies? I don't know what I'm saying.
You're an idiot. Only because wasn't Fallout 3 because of some sort of virus thing that had gone off? Or something to do with radiation or virus or something. Yeah, which means you said another time period, which means the closest to that in the past would have been something like the Black Plague, which would have been an excuse to hide.
I was confused.
Yeah, you confused Londoners with Black Plague with zombies, apparently. It happens.
The ghouls are kind of like zombies. Except I think that would be offensive to them. Because they're not dead on the inside, like the zombies are.
Or you.
Okay. So, yeah, that's my first one for Bethesda. Who has anything else they want to see from Bethesda?
I honestly don't think I have a Bethesda one.
Yeah. I didn't think of one, but yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Fallout 4.
Yeah. Hotness. Alright. So, let's go to another one. How about what you want to see from EA? I'll let one of you guys go first for this one.
The obvious one for me, Star Wars Battlefront. We showed it last year. We have to see something to do with it this year. I want to see some sort of footage and footage of their other Star Wars games they have planned. They have to have something by now. It's been a whole fucking year. They have to have released something. Something. But I wouldn't mind seeing that.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, just something. I want to see that. That's all I want from EA is the Star Wars stuff this year. It may surprise me because they do other stuff. Like Dragon Age. I love Dragon Age, and I would love to see the next Dragon Age game at E3. I loved some of the Mass Effect games, so I kind of want to see the fourth, although it's going to be weird without Shepard. That's like carrying on 8 Simple Rules after the dad died, but still. Sorry for no one out there actually watched that, but yeah, but as much as I like them, I'm a bigger Star Wars fan, so EA, I just want to see the Star Wars shit. Show me the Star Wars shit. Which hopefully will happen at either E3 or EA's press conference that they've officially announced they're calling before E3.
That was also mine as well, because I love Star Wars Battlefront 2, so I've been waiting for another really, really good one that made me like, ah! And I haven't had that like, ah, yet, so I hope this will be the one.
There you go. Yeah, I couldn't actually think of one for EA, so.
Okay. So, any particular ones of any companies that you guys were looking forward to stuff that I may not have thought of?
Sega?
Sega? Okay.
Did you really run out of companies after 2?
No, I just want to make sure that, like, you guys... I just want to make sure, like, because I could be thinking of stuff, but just because I have it doesn't mean you guys have it, so...
Yeah. Victor mentioned Sega.
Mm-hmm.
What could I possibly want to see from Sega? No, I can't think of anything.
Probably a Big the Cat Sega Bass Fishing.
Yes! Oh my god!
No, I want to see the new Sonic Boom game that they're showing off, and there's meant to be another one in development. I want to see both Sonic games. Or at least one of them. Just show me one of them and I'll be happy. It'll be a Sonic game.
I want Sega to show some more of a PSO2 and hopefully have an actual release date for everywhere outside of Japan. Because I think they showed it at PAX, I think, 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago at this point. And then, like, nothing. No release date, nothing. And it's like, it's already been out for, like, several months. Can we get at least some kind of update? That's what I want from them.
No, I really want a Big the Cat thing.
Big the Cat Sega Bass Fishing.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. I just want, like, Big the Cat in it. Cause I loved his levels, and apparently everybody hated those. But then I like a lot of things people hate, so.
Intentionally.
Not intentionally!
But like I said, I wouldn't mind that. And if we're going to go slightly in the realm of non-possible, and most of these are going to be possible, obviously, but we can always throw out some things like that. Thinking of Sega then, I kind of want to see a House of the Dead using the Occultist Rift, or using Project Morpheus. Because, come on, they were meant to be like point-and-click shooters that were meant to take you inside a horror film. You don't get more inside a horror film than being inside with virtual reality. That'd be fucking amazing.
I do have to say, I do like House of the Dead stuff since my zombie-obsessed friend got me into it.
I love House of the Dead. I've always loved House of the Dead. My only problem with House of the Dead is, or slight disappointment, is when they brought out Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing, there was a cartoony couple from House of the Dead, which turned out to be from a cartoony arcade game of House of the Dead that was released only in Japan. I'm like, I kind of want to play the cartoony one. Come on. I mean, I'm not going to complain if it's cartoony, like some people probably would. Like, oh God, you've made it. No, you've ruined it. No. And I'm like, yeah, if it's fun, I don't care. I kind of want to play it. It looks fun, and the characters looked interesting from when I read through their biographies and shit on the Sonic and Sega game. I want to play it. What was that, Rick? You want to see a new Billy Hatchet game?
Wow.
What is Billy Hatchet?
Was that wow because it was obscure, or wow because it was shit?
Wow, because it was obscure. I don't think I ever actually played that game.
Fair enough.
What the heck is Billy the Hatchet?
Billy Hatchet. Look it up. If you just look it up.
Okay. So, any games anybody want for Konami? Don't you want some fun Konami games?
Konami do good games. The only one of Konami I care about every year, which may shock people, I know, is the only one I really care about is Pro Evolution Soccer. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think they do Metal Gear.
Yeah, they do Metal Gear as well.
Metal Gear and stuff, which they're kind of cool, but I don't know, I've been kind of put off the series since Revengeance. But it's a case of, and because 4 or 5, whichever one that movie was, I didn't like that, and then I didn't like the next one, so I'm like, I'm done. However, other people will like them, and that's cool. Other people enjoy them. I just really love Pro Evolution Soccer.
Because I'm kind of looking forward to the next Metal Gear Solid game. Because whenever I have one I don't like, I'm like, okay, the next one's got to be better. Because usually when they mess up really bad, they hopefully fix it. Like Assassin's Creed 3 was like, Assassin's Creed 4 was like slightly better.
I would agree with that, but we went from this is just a movie to Revengeance. But some people liked Revengeance, which is cool. I didn't like it because I was like, I don't know. There's people that like Snake had to stealth and work out how to think to go through. He's just like, nope. I'm got a sword, bitch. And he just
at least
like
it was more
Cyber Simon.
I don't know. At least it felt like more like a game to me. A good game, not really, but it was definitely a game. At least
it was. But I know people out there that love Metal Gear Solid 4, and I know people out there that love Revengeance. I'll admit, I almost bought Ground Zeroes a week back or two. Hopefully one of you two have played Ground Zeroes.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, okay, so you also aren't interested in the series.
$30 for a demo? No, that's cool, I'll pass.
I watched a Let's Play.
Oh, come on, but how else are you going to play Gran Turismo Prologue?
I know, right? Jeez.
Well, how else are you going to buy... thinking, Dead Rising 3 before the patch.
Oh, yeah. What I thought was, last time I bought a Metal Gear Solid demo, 1, it was 2, which was disappointing, and 2, it came with Zone of Enders. That's a better pack-in than nothing.
Last time I bought a Metal Gear demo was also around the same thing, 1 and 2 on PlayStation, and it came with, like you said, Zone of Enders. I think it also came with Para the Rapper on one of them, and it also came with a little thing called a magazine. I wasn't sure if they did that over there. Over here, they sold magazines in the shop all the time, and those magazines came with a demo disc.
Yeah, the demo disc. That is true.
I will also say, slightly off topic, but it's more just while we talk about demos, looking at my Turtle game. What the fuck's wrong with that game?
I don't know.
I only say that just because, well, what's wrong with the people who make the game, I should say. When I look on the store, there's no demo for it, Rick. There's no
really?
for it. Nothing's listed for a trial. You can only buy it for $11.99. And I'm like, okay, I purchase it. You then first have to download the trial, and then the little unlock here.
Oh.
Why didn't you put the trial on there? Why would you do this?
That's funny.
But how about you, Arnie?
I would like to see a Metroidvania style Castlevania on the 3DS or the Vita. Because the last Castlevania game we got on a 3DS was the Mirror of Fate. That was it. And I tried the demo of that, and it was based off the one that was the console game, that played a lot like God of War, and I just want one more in that classic style, more the Metroidvania, like Symphony of the Night. I want another one like that. Because the last one I remember was Order of Ecclesia, which I did not like that much.
Every time we say Metroidvania, I'm just imagining Samus going into a spooky castle and getting a whip.
Yeah. Is the Castlevania one on PS3? Not the new one, it's just come out. There's one on the store. I think it's something of Harmony or something like that. The only one they showed, I hadn't played much of the series. When I saw it, the screenshot looked like a side scroller. So I was wondering, is that compatible with Vita, and is that like the one you wanted? Cause
was it the what was it called? Harmony of Dissonance?
It might be that, yeah, because the only picture they showed looked side-scrolling, so I was like, oh, that looks like the old Castlevanias, which I think I played one, but I haven't really got into the series. So I was like, I kind of want to get into the series, if that makes sense. It's one of those series, you know, when you miss out on a series, and you're like, I kind of want to get in this.
Mm. Yeah, that one is, it's more multiplayer focused, so it's fun if you have people to play it with. I mean, you can play it solo, but it's not really story-based or anything. It's more like, there's a level, and then it's like, here's the boss, and you have, like, I think 30 minutes to get to it, and you can go through, and depending on what powers and what character you pick, you can go different routes, and they're pretty cool, but it more just takes heroes from different series. The only part I really disliked was it's a 6-player online game, so they give you 5 characters, and you have to buy the rest. I'm like, at least give us 6 so everyone can have something unique. Like, it's just silly.
You have that on PS3?
I do not. I have it on Xbox.
Because that was one of the games I'd looked at and was considering buying it. I knew someone had that. Now I know it was multiplayer. I'd probably pick that up.
Yeah, now he won't because you bought it on 360.
Yep. I also bought it like 3 years ago.
Yeah, you both thought it was relevant because I know like the disc one's just come out.
Yeah.
So I know everybody's thinking about another one, that starts with an N. I know. Not to sue me! Yes, the Harvest Moon people. I know that's exactly what you're thinking. Because I always like Harvest Moon games, so...
I was about to answer the same thing Stan did on Wheel of Fortunes.
What?
I'm just going to leave it there. I'm not going to say it out loud.
Okay. So, yeah. The Harvest Moon games, I think, always just get better. I don't know. It's funny how my friend... and The Simpsons always joked about, virtual, yard work or whatever, virtual farming and everything, and that's basically what it is. But it's fun. I get to name my cows, cool things. Sometimes I name after, robots or stuff,
It's Farmville for people who are going to die alone.
Basically.
I'm kidding. But I'd love if that was on the back of the box.
Yeah, put that on the box. That's so awesome.
But yeah.
I'm kidding. Harvest Moon does look cool. I kind of wanted a Harvest Moon game a while back. I couldn't find one on a system I had at the time when I decided, I kind of want to try this series. And it's like, oh, they're on systems I've already sold. Yeah, okay. Well, I did get... What the hell was that? Farm something on Nintendo Wii U? Or Crazy Barn or Crazy Farm or something, which was okay. It was fun. It was a nice little addictive game for a couple of months, and I've not played it since.
I always liked their logo, serious fun. Not seriously fun, but it's serious fun. So you can have fun, but remember it's serious.
You can have a little fun. That's it.
That's what I always thought it meant, because I always played it as a kid. It's serious fun. You have to stay serious, even if you're having fun. No smiling. Alright. Troll over. Okay, the other one I was obviously going to mention starts with N. Nintendo.
I thought it would be Namco Bandai.
Oh, them too.
No, let's go on to the lesser known one called Nintendo. I'm kidding. They're probably both equally known. Nintendo, I will let Victor take Nintendo, because I know exactly which one he's going to say.
Oh, do you?
I assumed it was something to do with certain warriors.
With what?
Some type of warriors.
Oh.
That's what I want.
Ooh, yeah. Well, I'm gonna, since someone's gonna do that, and I'm pretty sure that the other thing I would say someone will take, I'm gonna take the strange one, and I want to see actual gameplay or get some more information on the Fire Emblem Cross Persona game or Shin Megami Cross Fire Emblem that they showed an image for last year, and that was it.
An image, not even like a trailer, an image?
No, yeah, wasn't it? It was like a picture that had the words on it, and I think that was it. Might have had a silhouette, it was like, hey, look, there's this game, and people are like, oh, cool, and they're like, and next thing, and they're like, wait, what?
Yeah. And I will say, you can take more than one.
Oh, okay. The other thing I would say is I'm hoping to see the rest of the Smash Brothers characters.
That's not what we wanted.
I know.
I reckon we probably may see the rest of Smash Bros. Characters, or... Actually, no, because the 3DS one comes out in summer, we should, though. There's no excuse not to. I was thinking it might stretch out to winter, but I thought, oh wait, no, 3DS.
That'd be hilarious. They're like, oh, there's more characters, and people are like, I know, we have them all. We have the 3DS game. We bought it last month, and they're like, who's next? And they're like, dude, what?
How hilarious would it be if the 3DS one, because I think 3DS can do firmware updates and updates the games.
Mm-hmm.
How hilarious would it be if the 3DS one was locked out every character, not announced, but they just started to slowly announce them up to the Wii U one?
Oh man, that'd be like arcades of the early 90s. Where they had like some characters that would, like in Tekken, I think they had characters that would unlock based off the date.
Yep, and they also need to throw in some joke ones too, like, oh my, someone looks and it's like, oh okay, that's clearly Mewtwo on the black silhouette. But when it clears, it's Luigi with his ghost hunting vacuum hose out in a pose that looks as a silhouette, like his hat makes the ears and shit, and like that it makes the tail.
That would be
or
awesome.
it's the character standing behind a black cardboard cutout of somebody else's silhouette.
Yeah.
So Luigi just kicks down the Mewtwo, and he's like, hey! And people are like, oh, really?
What's this doing here? Get this out of my way! That'd be awesome. Of course, what I want to see is, like, Hyrule Warriors. I want to see more stuff about that.
Never heard of that. What is it?
That'd be funny.
I am.
But yeah, I'd like to see more stuff there, because that sounds like a good thing until the new next Zelda comes out, whatever that is. Wouldn't it be cool if we saw some footage from that? No. Maybe we'll get an image.
I'm going to say, honestly, Hyrule Warriors, which may sound silly, is the most excited I've been for a Legend of Zelda game in years. I like the Legend of Zelda games. I like some of them at least. I'm not a massive fan. I'm not going to claim I am. I enjoyed like Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker and stuff.
I enjoyed you not enjoying Skyward Sword.
Didn't really care for Twilight Princess. Skyward Sword was overrated, I felt. And it was like, okay. But this one, I'm like, oh, cool. And I've played with the Dynasty Warrior Gundam games. And I'm like, like I've mentioned to Victor before now, off air, where I've been like, I kind of want to play a Dynasty Warrior game. Every time I go to buy one, I'm like, I'm just going to wait to Hyrule Warrior, fuck it. And because it's one of those things that I want to get into the series, but I'm like, I don't want to buy this, and then just 2 or 3 months later, Hyrule Warrior comes out, I'm like, okay, I'm not playing that. It's sort of like how sometimes when, like, say like the wrestling game comes out the same week, or the same week as, like, say, like a Street Fighter game, I'll buy the wrestling, and then I'll buy Street Fighter later on once I get bored of fighting in the wrestling.
Mm.
Was there any other ones you wanted to see?
I want more Pigment. I want some crazy, like, Pigment 3 DLC expansion, which I know is not going to happen, not in the realm of possibility, but I still want more Pigment. I've been satisfied, and I do love Pigment 3, but I still want more Pigment, like, or something, but that's probably not going to happen. They're probably not going to come out for a while, or, like, you know, a long while.
I know you're saying Pikmin, but I'm still hearing Pigman.
You know, the little leaf people, Pikmin.
She didn't understand what I said. That's cool. I'm gonna say there's two I'd want to see. What I think both are in the realm of possibility. I want to find out more about Yarn Yoshi. Because I don't really like the Yoshi series, I'll be honest, I don't really care for it. Even on the SNES when you had like Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, or the hell it was called, I was like, it's not the same as Mario World. I never really, Yoshi 64, I was like, eh. But this one with the yarn stuff, I'm like, it looks interesting, I kinda want to play it. And the second one I'd like to play is, I want to see a Wii U Kirby game announced.
That would be really cool. I love Kirby. I even had a console game for him a while.
Yeah, Kirby looks awesome.
Wasn't the last one like the compilation one? Or did they have... No, they had Epic Yarn after that, didn't they? Or
they've had...
Mass Attack. Oh, no, it's 3DS. Crap. Okay.
Yeah, it was what you said, Epic Yarn, I think. I like Epic Yarn, too. That's one of the reasons I'm looking forward to Yarn Yoshi. But they'd be my ones.
So, anyone want to see anything coming from Square Enix?
Oh, man, I forgot about that. Now that they can't... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was just going to say, now that they seem to care about JRPGs again, maybe some of the... I don't know if they're any good, but some of those Final Fantasy games we didn't get, like Type 0 and I don't remember the other one. There was some other one. I think they were like PSP games or something, and people were like, yeah, just port them to Vita, and maybe they'll actually consider doing that now, when they saw how much Bravely Default sold.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's unlikely, but with Square Enix, this one's really unlikely. Like I said, I haven't got into the Final Fantasy games too much since 6. I didn't like them after 6, but I really wanted to play, and I know people don't like this game, which is cool. I really wanted to play the GameCube one, that little cartoon chibi one. Oh,
Crystal Chronicles?
Yes, I want to see a Wii U version of that, like a sequel to it or something, and I'd play the fuck out of that. I'd buy that if I saw that.
Well, I'll just mention mine, which is, like, probably pretty obvious. Kingdom Hearts 3. Get on it already. Show me some shit. Like, seriously. Get the fuck on it. More. You can show me one thing, but I want more. God damn it.
Okay, they're going to show you more. And it's all going to be planes from the movie Planes.
Oh god, then I kill myself. No, I'll kill Jim instead.
Sephiroth riding a plane.
Oh my god, I'm just imagining him riding a plane, but he's not riding in the plane, but he's riding like on top of the plane.
That's exactly what I was imagining. just so he can make his hair blow in the old fangirlish manner Final Fantasy characters have to move. Like,
oh my god, like, yeah, just like badass and the plane gets on fire and then it burns and dies.
A custom plane that'd be black. With diesel face.
Diesel face. So it'd obviously be a rape face, plane.
Yep.
But yeah, I want more stuff on that, more details on that. I wanted to know everything about it, 'cause I love the Kingdom Hearts series. It's super mega awesome. It's two things I love put together, and it just makes me go, ah! So that's another awesome one. Is there anything from Square Enix?
He went first.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You mentioned the Final Fantasy games we hadn't got. He wanted to see them on Vita.
Oh, right.
I think it was Vita, he said.
Yeah. Well, they were PSP, so it seems like it'd be easy enough.
Yeah, that'd be logical. And even if it's not, can't Vita play PSP games if they're downloadable?
Yeah, that's true. That's what they should do, is take some of the ones that they haven't released and just release the digital version. Even if it's for, like, PSP, because then you don't have to bother making up packaging and stuff.
Packaging's so pretty.
I know. but they think about money, so it's like, hey, it'd be cheaper to do that. And they'd be like, oh, okay, now you're speaking our language. Like,
Yeah.
How about the Telltale CD version of the games? Yay, that'd be awesome. So I can get them, because I want to get them all together in one. I know
Would
there's
you rather have them on Blu-ray than CD?
Oh, whatever.
Deja
you know. But
I
yeah,
know, every time.
disc thingies.
Yeah. I want to see Telltale. I want to see them basically announce another, these are possibly realms of not possible. I want to see another series of Wolf Among Us announced, because it's fucking awesome. We haven't got to the last 2 yet. And I want to see a second Back to the Future series and another Monkey Island series.
That's cool. That's all I got. But any other ones you want to mention?
Just did.
No, I mean any other companies like you guys want to mention, like, because that's all the ones that I had.
I'm shocked you didn't say Sony.
Oh, I guess I didn't. I don't know.
Activision. Activision. I want a new Ninja Turtles game. How about Ricky?
I'd like Activision to talk about the Diablo 3 expansion for consoles instead of, because they've only really said that they're going to have the Ultimate Edition for PS4. So I'm hoping that they announce it for the existing systems and hopefully Ultimate Editions for both the X1 and the PS4.
I'm just going to turn into Stacey and I say, when you say existing consoles, do you mean like you think the PS4 and Xbox One's like a conspiracy that doesn't exist? Because I played one.
I was gonna say,
I bought 5 of them. They do exist.
I was gonna say it looks fun, and if you guys get it, I'd look forward to playing playing with you guys on the new one.
Yeah, I'll be buying the PS4, and it does look cool. But I also wouldn't mind seeing the expansion on PS3 too, so I can expand my actual PS3 one.
Yeah.
And then I could play with Ricky.
Yay.
Still need to play again.
Woo!
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
I blame Marcus.
I blame Marcus too.
Hey, it's not me.
If he wasn't always fucking Stacey, we wouldn't keep
Wait, what?
Good.
That isn't just as unlikely as that being Jim.
No one mentioned Jim. Weird how her mind went there.
Yeah.
I just mentioned it because it was equally unlikely. She thinks that will never happen.
Think. But no. Did you have any for Activision, Stace?
Oh, not particularly.
Another Activision one, although it's maybe Sony, I can't know. It's hard to say, because they both published the series. I want another Ghostbusters.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'd be into that.
I mean, yeah, we won't have Egon anymore since, well, he passed away, sadly. But I'd still like to see one. But that was Activision. Okay, let's go. How about Microsoft, Rick?
Cheaper Xbox One?
Yeah, that's what I want. It's a price drop. Official price drop.
They should do. I hate to say that because this may sound slightly fanboyish, but I don't mean it to be. They should do what PS4 did. Remove Kinect. Because a load of people who have the Xbox One I speak to don't like the Kinect or don't want to use it for everything. So if they took out the Kinect, there's like 100 or so they could drop off their price. That would benefit people because like someone like Rick may not want to buy the Kinect or may say, okay, I can get this game, play say Titanfall, and then go get the Kinect later on. You'd be able to do that. At least that's my thought anyway.
But just imagine you wouldn't want your kids talking and yelling or something while you're playing the game and, like, let's watch this show. You're searching for this show now. You're interrupting your game. Nope, you're not playing Diablo or whatever anymore. You're playing this game.
What's that guy's name? Xbox Bing. No, stop! I want them to go the 3DS route and just drop the price and then compensate people that already had it by giving them free games that they probably don't want.
Why don't you go the 3DS route? What, you want them to bring out a cheaper, more affordable model, looks slightly more comfortable, and just call it Xbox 0.5?
No, for the price drop, not with the extra one.
I kind of want a 2DS. Okay, so Sony.
What do I want? Sony.
I want actual gameplay from Order 1886.
That does sound pretty cool.
I had like 2 trailers so far, and it's like I want to see what the game looks like. I want to see how it plays.
Oh, that's a P for mine. We need to do that probably next week, or if there's no news or one of the next weeks. We need to talk about actual show gameplay. that annoys me. It's like, you'll see it and it says, no, this footage is not a representation of what the game will look like. And when you see the trailer, I'm like, well, that's great. So you just told me everything you've seen here could be complete bullshit. Still buy our shit game. No one does that. Like, you couldn't do that like with a car. You couldn't go into like a car company and they say, look, here's a picture of what we think your car could possibly look like, but just give us your money now. Don't even try it. Don't even look at it, and we'll find you a car that's maybe similar. No, they don't do that.
I wish to take the piss out of that in a movie sense, that if they ever make another South Park movie, that they have like super like Star Wars looking CG, and then at the bottom it says not representative of final product, and then when the movie comes out it's like normal South Park animation.
Yes.
People are like, hey, it didn't look like the trailer. And it's like, well, it said it wouldn't represent it. What more do you want?
Yeah. But
seriously, people can't goddamn read.
There's two things I kind of want from Sony.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see more Dark Sorcerer, the one that was like that thing at E3 last year, or press conference last year, where it was basically a sorcerer doing a spell and somebody cut, and he's like, oh, it's and it turns out he's just filming a TV show. I want to know what the fuck that is. I want to know what the fuck that is, and I want to buy it. I want to buy it, but I don't know what the fuck it is. If that makes sense. I don't know if it's a game, if it's going to be an interactive film. I don't know. I also want a new Little Big Planet on PS4.
Oh, I would totally be on that. That'd be awesome.
About Namco Bandai.
Besides hopefully confirming Tales of Hearts, maybe announcing a port of one of the other ones we don't have. Or I think there's supposed to be another Tales of the World on 3DS coming out in Japan, so it'd be cool if they announced that for.
I checked on the list of exhibitors on E3, and I didn't see their name there under E. Or sorry, N. I don't know why I said
see
E.
Namco Bandai or Bandai Namco, whichever one they're meant to be listed as. You didn't see them under E. That's me for the name.
I'm sorry, under B or
B.
N.
Oh.
Like under B or N, I didn't see it. So.
Because I know they've recently changed it to Bandai Namco, so I can officially call them Bamco, and people don't go, huh?
Bamco.
Yeah, so I don't think they'll be under N, but.
Yeah, but I hope that
they're
just not officially registered yet.
Yeah, to be fair, some people aren't officially registered yet, I don't think. And also, sometimes they don't actually show up at E3, I'll admit.
Yeah.
But they're still a company, so we might as well give them props.
Yeah.
I want to see Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z 2.
You have to fight all the bosses a second time.
Yeah, or as I jokingly called it, Dragon Ball Z Battle of GT. But is there any other ones?
Companies?
Yeah, that you could think of that you had one for?
Ubisoft?
Yes, Ubisoft.
Assassin's Creed, the next one. And that's what it's called.
I wanted to see... Yeah.
Sorry, you go first.
Okay, I was just going to say I wanted to see more, hopefully a release date and systems for The Division that they showed last year. Because that looked cool, and they actually showed gameplay. So it'd be nice to know if it's any closer, or if it's going to be like Watch Dogs, where it's delayed like 80 times. But...
I was surprised you said Division. I was going to say, the obvious choice was Ubisoft. People would say Assassin's Creed or Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
I don't want either.
Well, I'm hoping Watch Dogs is out by that time.
Yeah, but isn't there a sequel that they've already announced, or a spin-off already planned? And
I bet there is.
Yeah.
For Watch Dogs?
Yeah, there's
Cats?
No, there's something like Watch Dogs, something like Triads or something, and it's like an expansion.
Watch Dogs Brotherhood.
Yeah. But I want the one I want to see. Obviously, everyone knows what it's going to be. I want to see more rabbits. Yes, not everyone likes the rabbits, but I like the rabbits. I want to see them. I don't care if it's on PS4 or if it's on Wii U. As long as it's not something I have, I want to play a rabbits game.
No, it's only going to be on 360.
Well, they already did one on 360.
No, but it's only going to be on 360.
It'll be on the
So is that last one. That last one was only on 360. But before Rabbids Land, it kind of bombed.
Oh.
Well, it was like super buggy, is all I ever heard about it.
Yeah, I heard people saying it didn't quite work, but the Rabbids Invasion, the cartoon on Nickelodeon, is awesome. I just want a game or something. Like, maybe bring out those interactive episodes that are going to be on Xbox One. Bring them out on PS4. I'd buy them.
That'd be cool. I only ever played the first Rabbids thing.
Back when it was still Raving Rabbids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Rabbids. They're cool. And if anyone's listening, you need to watch their show on there. Awesome. Finally finished watching every episode now.
Nice.
That's
Sad
cool.
face. And I need to wait till spring when the next series starts.
What was the season finale of the Rabbids?
I don't know, because over here they just air them randomly, and because the series isn't actually like one giant story, there's like multiple stories going on throughout them and stuff. The last one I saw involved the rabbits and a mirror. It was called Rabbit's Mirror because they put two rabbits in a room. One of them had a button. If he presses that button, it opens up the door so the second rabbit can get out. It was to test how good the rabbits are working together to help solve problems. And they looked at each other through the glass, and they thought it was a mirror and started copying each other. And the scientists like, oh. Then when they finally do open up the button, the one in the other room doesn't see the door open, so when the other one gets off the button, it's like, don't turn around. But he's doing anything. Like they do. He turns out the door's closed. So he thinks he's crazy, and then you got the thing of the rabbit pressing the button. When the scientist had enough and just turned the glass off, he pressed the button and kept running to the exit as the glass slammed in his face. Hilarious. But I think that's all the companies, possibly.
Yeah.
The big ones.
Unless someone wanted to mention, like, 2K and Rockstar.
No. I think we could all guess what I'd want to see from Capcom, so I don't think there's much need to go into that.
A game without microtransactions?
Yes.
A Resident Evil game that's now a survival horror once more?
That'd be amazing. A Street Fighter that adds characters that people actually want.
Oh, come on, I kind of wanted a gender-swapped Vega. Oh, wait, no, I've never said that. I'll admit, with Capcom, because we mentioned, I want a new Resident Evil that's survivor horror, which is not in the realm of possibility. I also want a PS4 Street Fighter that's not Street Fighter 4, I want Street Fighter 5.
You just want more MODOK. Just admit it. You just want all the MODOK.
He wasn't in Street Fighter.
He was in the Marvel vs. Capcom, wasn't
he? He was, but I did not like Marvel v. Capcom 3.
All the MODOK for me.
Modam or whatever. Sorry.
Oh, I was
Modam.
I was an idiot. I was thinking Richter's one he would definitely want to see would be Dead Rising on PS4 or something, but I now just realised it's Mega Man, isn't it?
Well, Monster Hunter, but yes, I would.
Okay.
They're not. Because see, if I said Mega Man, you said in the realm of possibility. That's not going to happen.
It's possible.
They hate it.
It's possible now that they've seen how overwhelmed fans are with him being in Smash Brothers correctly. They might be like, you know what? Nintendo's advertising our shit here. We can make money off this.
Well, they're still mad at the creator for leaving. I still think that they should have just made the best Mega Man game ever, and that dude would have lost credibility, and Mighty Number 9 probably would not be funded right now if they had done that. But, whatever. That's their choice.
Yep. I'd basically be like, oh, yeah, your girlfriend's left you, so you never date again. Battleship.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So, yeah, you said Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
That's kind of ironic. Mm-hmm. I like Resident Evil, the survival horrors. We both like Dead Rising. I kind of like and you love Monster Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
You love Mega Man. I think we both kind of like Street Fighter. and yet we constantly talk about how shit Capcom is. And yet they make a load of games we like. It's like, hell, this is not in the realm of possibility, but with Capcom, I'd love to see a Devil May Cry game that realizes people hated the reboot, goes back to proper Dante.
And they wouldn't, if you want to really go outside the realm of possibility, you have to at one point fight Dante and kill him.
Yeah. I'd love that, like Godzilla Final Wars, where he goes against Zilla because he wasn't worthy of being called God. Which was awesome on the Japanese one, but they should totally do that. It's like, yeah, this is you from another world, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna fight. Done. You kill him in like one hit. It's like Stereo in Spider-Man 2 at like one punch, he's dead.
I like to think you kill him because he's too busy combing his hair.
I'd love to see the banter between them, because emo Dante would be like saying this stuff, and Dante would be like, "You're an idiot." Tell them all.
Yeah, yep.
You
like,
deserve to be that.
It's like something I failed to mention with, because I think it's Nintendo and it's also Sega together at the same time. No, not Mario and Sonic. I want to, as much as I do want to see another one then, but I have to wait till the next Olympics, sadly. But yeah.
Like 4 years or whatever.
Yeah, well, yeah, I have to wait till next summer one. But yeah, I want to see more of Bayonetta. That was Sega, wasn't it?
Yes, but I believe they just published it, because I believe it's technically Platinum Games that's doing it.
Yeah, and I knew Platinum Games made it, and Sega published them, and Nintendo did that. I wasn't sure if Sega still owns the rights to it, and then Nintendo helped, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think so, but I could be wrong about that.
She needs to be announced for Smash Brothers.
That would be cool.
Her final Smash is her getting naked with her hair and just tag people.
Yes. Be the giant hair dragon.
Yes.
And wow, that sounded way better in my head before I said it out loud.
Well, I will say, ironically, with the Bayonetta games, I don't know if you played them or not much, Stace, but that's something a friend of mine always says when I'm like, you should play the Bayonetta games. He's like, it's just God of War with a naked woman. And I'm like, play the game. I don't care. Yeah, the fact she's naked, I'm not going to say it's a downside to the game. Yeah, that's definitely a benefit I enjoy. But the gameplay was fucking great. I loved that game.
I know my sister got obsessed with drawing her for like a year, so that's my knowledge of Bayonetta.
Okay, I think that's it. Take us out.
Alright, thank you for joining us for another XGR. I was Anastasia Laserbeam.
You was? Does that mean you died?
Yes, I died. I'm the ghost now of Anastasia Laserbeam.
The artist formerly known as Laserbeam.
I'm Anastasia Laserboo. So then we also had Chris, aka the Mole.
The Mole Mentor. Whatever. Bye.
And then we had the stay-at-home dad gamer.
Yo.
Yay! Sad clap.
Look, no, when she says that gamer, you're supposed to scream out, "Who's your daddy?"
Who's your daddy? I am, and you don't know it, because I donated thousands of sperm.
Which would be amazing if Richter screams out, "Who's your daddy?" Like, oh, badass. And then you just hear like a little voice scream from upstairs, like, "You are daddy." The kid, like, they folks genuinely asking.
That would be hilarious.
Get back to your room. Get back to your cage.
Yes. But this was our look, this was like Anastasia said, this was our look at E3 because, yeah, it's coming up and everyone's starting to finalise their stuff, so it's going to be big. And like last time, we'll probably do something special with XGR.
Yeah. Special.
Now, hopefully this time we won't delete the Nintendo one by mistake.
Yeah. So you're the one editing this, so it's not going to get deleted.
I heard when it said the E3.
Oh.
And I was saying, you're not going to delete it again, are you? When it comes to the E3 one and...
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I also love how she acknowledges the fact, yeah, if I'm editing it, it's not going to be deleted.
I was still thinking about Richter telling his children to go up and make some Star Child robots. Go upstairs and don't come down until you make some robots.
I still loved the episode of XGR in which Richter went through point by point with everything that was wrong with Capcom and how they could rearrange their staff to make it more profitable and what games they would be released and stuff. It was so philosophical and genius, and yet sadly Geeky Girl deleted it.
Yeah.
No, wait, what? I don't remember that.
Yeah,